Good day. We are Group 6 and will be presenting our action research proposal on the impact of COVID-19 on the supply chain among MSMEs. In the words of Mark Lipsitch, with COVID-19 we've made it to the life raft. Dry land is far away. It is undeniable that when the novel coronavirus disease 2019 reached our shores, our world stopped. The virus pushed us to the limits, government, private sectors, healthcare, and businesses alike. No one escaped the wrath of an unseen enemy as it wreaked havoc in our lives. In the Philippines, it has been over a year now since we recorded our first case, yet it seems that we continue to grapple with it. Indeed, dry land is still far away, and we must continue rowing in our life raft, whatever is left with it. We have seen the magnitude and the severity of the impact on MSMEs. 65.9% of them temporarily closed down after the lockdown, and mostly reported no sales and revenue, especially in the manufacturing, services, and agriculture. They also experienced supply chain issues due to unavailability of materials. Let us listen how the pandemic affected Balay Sahardin, an MSME in Iligan City.
The one that was affected during the pandemic was our dine-in guests. We do have a restaurant, and we had to shut it down because of the pandemic.
As early as now, we should be thinking seriously how to prevent another disaster such as the wrath of COVID-19. Our solutions have to be long term, resilient, and more importantly, sustainable. In order to do that, we should embark on a critical reflection and shift our focus first to its causes and underlying mechanisms in a stratified reality to have better grasp about the focal issue.
Critical realism is an essential worldview that provides holistic perspectives in understanding phenomenon. According to Roy Bhaskar, the leading scholar of critical realism, observable phenomenon is caused by underlying things or entities with causal powers because of their structures and mechanisms. The critical reflection stage leads us to go farther and deeper by asking the why of the situation and looking for interconnections of personal and social structures. One of the driving forces of circular economy is the emerging technologies which address environmental sustainability through the application of cost effective programs and waste reduction methods. However, acceptance of the consumers and the industry sector and the initial application cost still play a big part in determining the success of these programs should they be applied. Framework programs on sustainable consumption and production harness the immense purchasing power of the government to not only help convert the present market to a greener market with substantial benefits for the environment, but also improve the socio-economic status of the nation. The factors that may affect the application of circular economy includes the compliance with laws and regulations, top management commitment, and supplier relationship. Closed loop recycling would greatly benefit for the country in its transition from a linear economy to a circular economy where material quality is valued over its quantity and where materials given the utmost importance by considering prior interventions with disposal as only a last resort in material life cycle.
So we thought, what is the best way to approach this problem? Obviously, the solution has to emphasize the interconnection between people, animals, plants, and their shared environment. It should be associated with sustainable economic development triangle, the environment, society, and the economy. One solution could be the adoption of circular economy. Let us know more about this concept. This is the recent definition of Kircher and others in 2017, highlighting the multi-layered aspects of circular economy. Let's listen to the words of Cherry Atilano, founder of Agrea, Filipina UN Summit Food Systems Champion, and a DA ambassadress on food security on why circular economy works for them.
So why circular economy is very important in the agriculture sector? It is because it can create more income. We strongly believe in our company that agriculture is both food production and income generation. The moment you create food, you also need to create income so that it's friendlier for farmers, especially the smallholder farmers, not only to survive but to thrive in their business, especially in this post-pandemic period. And second one, it is a good practice to save our planet against climate change. When we practice regenerative agriculture in our company by utilizing all this waste, it doesn't only contribute to our savings and income, but it contributes to our contribution in saving our planet. It's a very important approach as we are leading on sustainability, but more importantly, what is our impact on our people, on our planet, and our profit?
From the literature review and insights from experts, and using the institutional theory, we have identified 5 potential interventions. Under regulative approach, 1. Information drive on existing CE-related Philippine laws and programs. This would include Republic Act 9003 or Ecological Solid Waste Management of 2000 and the Philippine Action Plan for Sustainable Consumption and Production. 2. Engage with related organizations to lobby targeted CE policy, particularly the HB 7609. Circulo, an organization that advocates CE in the Philippines, can be an example of this organization. Of course, the HB 7609 or the Philippine Circular Economy Act. Let's listen to the interview of Dr. Mike Promentilla, an expert from DLSU.
Maraming factors siguro na kailangan yung tingnan dyan. Una is nga, government, no? Policy, no? Intervention, no? To really promote this, no? To really promote yung circular economy, no? Na concept or business models that will enable circular economy. Sa ngayon, wala pa talaga tayong how to say, policies that really encourage circular economy. Diba? So, mahirap siya sa ngayon.
3. Formalize Extended Producer Responsibility or EPR. In another interview, Kuranis Tanang Snakul, a founder of Reef Thailand and a 2018 ISSIL Professional Fellow, suggested EPR as a mechanism to compel manufacturers to extend the responsibility of the product's life cycle even after consumption. These are the words of Cora on how CE can be applied.
In Thailand, waste management system is poor. This obstructs recycling and this obstructs circular economy. We still need the change in the big picture and the country level. This will require a shift in policy and regulations. We need mechanisms like EPR scheme, extended producer responsibility, that require producers to take responsibility of their waste after consumption.
Under normative approach, Step 4. Activate product's green seal. The green seal contains the carbon footprint in producing the product or life cycle assessment grade, similar to the works of Dr. Christopher Juniper. The goal is to complement with the National Eco-Labeling Program and the Green Choice Philippines under DTI as stipulated in HB 7609. Under cognitive cultural approach, launch Consumers Going Green program. This is to intensify demand for green products and the need for a cultural shift. In an interview with Carl Satinitigan, a partner at Circulo, he said that there should be a cultural shift leading to more Filipinos buying local, regenerative, and environment-friendly products. Let's listen to the interview of Carl Satinitigan.
If we do all collectively transition to a circular economy, even without the big businesses or with government taking charge, micro, small, medium enterprises like startups themselves can benefit from that cultural shift because if more and more Filipinos, for example, would prefer to buy local, to buy more regeneratively, to buy products and services that are more environment friendly, then micro, small, and medium enterprises are more nimble, more flexible to adjust to this cultural shift. And after after the pandemic, they could be more quick to adapt to that cultural shift.
So how do we evaluate and monitor these interventions? Table 1 presents the evaluation KPI per program that really focus on the number of LGU and people reached with corresponding monitoring system. With that, thank you very much for listening.